Hello, what is up, everybody? Hi, how are y'all doing today? Let me turn that down just a little bit more. I want this to be... There we go. Hello, Bully, how are you? It's another Tuesday, and it's the beginning of my birthday week, which means we have no hard cutoff time tonight. We will be going until we finish both the Machop run and the Magneton run afterwards. You might notice that we actually have Pokemon background music playing. That is not from the game. I just have a YouTube playlist of Pokemon's background music playing because I got copyright claimed last week from the supposedly not copyright claimable playlist that I've been using for months and months and months. So instead of risking that, I'm just going to play the background music of the game, and I'm going to have it very, very soft so that hopefully I don't get copyright claimed again, because I'm really tired of that. But yeah. So we're going to actually have the game music playing. It is entirely randomized. I have no idea what songs are going to be coming up next. But that's just how it is. So last week we got to the Elite Four. I do not remember how we were doing. I'm gonna be entirely honest. I think we got to either I think we were getting to either Lance or the champion, right? I think we got to the champion last week at one point. So we're actually doing quite good considering he's a fully unevolved Pokemon and he's only fighting type, right? But yeah, I think we're just gonna head on in. So getting restarted in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so let me just take another quick look at this. So we got Rock Slide, Body Slam, Submission, Earthquake. Okay. Yeah. All right. So these first couple of runs are probably just going to be me dying and trying to remember the move lines, right? Like the strats for these particular fights. I think Rock Slide one-shots? No, not quite. Okay, but that's fine. We two-shot with Body Slam. All right, cool. The submission one-shot, especially not with a miss. No, it does not. Okay. And we get a crit clamp because of course we did. Body Slam kills Slowbro eventually because it cannot do damage to us. Jinx also dies to Body Slam, but it outspeeds us. That's unfortunate. And then Lapras is a two-shot with Rock Slide? Yeah. Okay. So that could have gone better. So I don't want to use submission at all, I think. I think literally 0 submissions used is the proper amount of submissions to be used there. Earthquake should kill there, yeah. Earthquake should kill here, not quite. Yeah, and then that is like the one thing that's scary is getting hit by Ice Punch, pretty much. Because that can literally just end the fight right there. Okay, there we go. All right, so Bruto is done. We leveled up again, which is nice. Do I still have rare candies? No, I've used all of my rare candies. Okay, that's fine. And we did take a bit of health damage, so let me heal up. So this we still don't outspeed. We are almost 20 levels higher than that Gengar, and we still don't outspeed. Do we outspeed the Haunter? No. Jesus. Alright, so we're just like literally never gonna outspeed the Gengar. That's fine. We do outspeed the Arbok, which is nice. And then this Gengar basically can't really do that much. Like, Toxic Confusion is like the worst thing that Gengar can do, but it's basically a non-issue. All right, let me look at my PowerPoints. So 6 Rock Slide. So I'm going to want to use Rock Slide against the Gyarados. I can use Submission against the Aerodactyl. And then we just use a common... I think I spam Earthquake against the Dratinis, or Dragonairs. And then Rock Slide the Dragonite, right? I think that's the play. Like, the biggest threat here is just the lack of power points, right? But even still, I don't think I want to use an elixir here. How many elixirs do I have? Still have 4. That's right, because we've used one, the one time that we actually got to the Champine. Yeah, I think we just go. Almost one shot. All right, so I don't want to waste another one. Lyra is actually good for us. That boosts our attack, right? And we want to Earthquake. We like almost one shot with Earthquake. It's kind of crazy. with that level up, we actually will probably do less damage. Because we don't have the badge boost anymore. Alright, and then we submission the Aerodactyl. Hyper Beam sucks. But... oh, you cheating bastard. Oh my god! No way we lost because we missed like 4 times with submission. By the way, this is why I don't like using submission. 80% accurate, might as well be 30% accurate. All right, let's buy. I'm glad I didn't fucking waste my elixir. Jesus. All right, so that is death number 27. Where's my death counter? There you are. All right. So I think we just body slam. And he rests. We're 2 levels higher. I actually... Rock Slide? Rock Slide one-shots. Okay, that's actually really good to know. We're gonna body slam once. And then we Rock Slide to kill. There we go. And then we just body slam Slowbro to death. Really? The Gen 1 miss? Alright, game. When my biggest problem is fucking PowerPoints, I get a Gen 1 miss. Alright, game. And then I'm gonna try. Ah, we one shot with submission now. Hell yeah. Okay, so that's actually really nice. We could rock slide. Yeah, so we rock slide the Dugong and the Cloyster, and that's a one shot for both. Okay, yeah. Fine, that's fine. That's easy peasy. Maybe should have healed here. We've taken quite a bit of damage, but I'm gonna say it's fine. Earthquake is just gonna hit harder than anything else. Are you kidding me? We died to fucking Bruto because I didn't heal. All right, game. All right, game. I'm gonna buy a full restore. Crit submission. Yeah, 1, he took the 1 in 5 to go for submission. 2, it actually hit. And 3, it was a crit. Like, holy Christ. Alright. Oh, damn. Alright, so... and Earthquake does not... okay. 2 Earthquakes might... kill the... damn it. 2 Earthquakes might actually kill the Slowbro. Unironically, like, this is actually something that I've wanted to do. And I probably should have done it a long fucking time ago. Is to actually start pulling up the fucking game music, because some of the game music is just so fucking good. Don't... okay, good. Body slam is a 2-hit? Yeah. Okay. And we're now level 76. So we are now exactly 20 levels higher than the first Gengar. We are 21 levels higher than the Haunter. I know we're not going to outspeed the Gengar. Yep. Alright. Please just stop hitting yourself in confusion. Please. Okay, there we go. Now, here's the question. No, we are still not faster than the Haunter. Okay, and here we're dead, right? Yeah, there we go. Yep, there it goes. I've said I haven't said it yet this week, but I will say it now. Agatha is a lottery forever and always with this Machop, because we are not going to outspeed any of her fucking Pokemon. Oh, shit. Submission is a one-shot on the Cloyster, not Rock Slide. Okay. That's fine. I don't know why I did this again. I did the exact same thing last time. I don't know why I did that. That was stupid. Ice Punch. Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, kill me. Fucking goddamn it. That's another one where it's like, we just don't outspeed that Jinx ever. We just never outspeed that Jinx. So, again, we always have that 1 in 4, then 1 in 10 chance to get Ice Punch frozen, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we one-shot, and then 2 Earthquakes should one-shot the, should two-shot the Slowbro. Jinx dies to a Body Slam as long as we don't get fucking frozen again. Hooray! And then Lapras is a one-shot to submission. Yeah. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna max potion because we took quite a bit of damage there. Bruno. We actually should one-shot. Still no. Holy shit. That Hitmonchan is hanging on with 1 HP, and he has been for like 3 levels. It's kind of insane, and I don't appreciate it. 2 hits on Body Slam, I think. I actually don't think. After that first hit, I think that it would have been a... Well, if that little bit of health matters, then we're just gonna die to this fight anyway. I don't think we win this fight regardless. If that amount of health matters. Okay. Still outsped by the Haunter. And there it is. Funnily enough, this was the one time that Gengar could have possibly hit somebody with Dream Eater. Oh my god, we outspeed the Haunter. At 78, 23 levels later, we outspeed the Haunter. Let's go. Christ. Alright, so that fight went about as bad as an Agatha fight can go, with me still winning. Alright, let me look at my PowerPoints. Only 3 Earthquakes, 10 Body Slams. We have a lot of Body Slams, which is nice. Rock Slide, a lot of submissions. Yeah, okay, we should be fine. We should be fine. I can't remember how much damage we did to the Gyarados. Almost one shot. All right, so we Body Slam. I mean, we could just Body Slam again, right? And then we Earthquake. Earthquake. Yeah, Earthquake was almost a one-shot the last time we were here at like level 74. Same for submission on the guy. The Aerodactyl. Alright, hell yeah. Okay, so this fight. Alright, we will use an elixir here because this is a potential win. Okay, so planning this out, right? Because I want to plan this out. I don't want to just go into this willy-nilly. Does submission do anything for us here? It is the hardest hitting move that we have. It is the hardest hitting move that we have, but does it give us anything that the others don't? I'm debating changing that for Mimic, so that we can Mimic Hypnosis off of the what's his face? The Executor. It gives you less HP when it hits. This is true. This is true. Okay, let me play this out in my head. Rock Slide kills the Pidgeot, and I think that actually might be a one-shot at this point. And then we have to get lucky against the Alakazam, right? I think we need it to use either, like, just a turn one, a full health recover barrier, maybe. Or, Psybeam. I think if it uses any of those, we might be able to get past it. And then we kill it with an Earthquake. Arcanine dies to Earthquake. Rhydon dies to Earthquake after... It might be a 2-hit, but it will die. And Rhydon can't really do anything. No, Submission does nothing here. Submission does nothing here. So I think we teach Mimic over Submission at this point. I think this is the right play. I think this is the right play. Because we don't really have a good way to deal with the Blastoise. That's terrifying that it went for that turn one. Okay, good. Reflect is good. Double Reflect is perfect. Holy shit. Okay, we got lucky as fuck. Tail Whip would have been really nice for us, actually. Okay, never mind. We leveled up immediately after. Never mind. No badge boosts for me today. All right, now we Mimic Hypnosis. He uses Hypnosis, but he only has Stomp. Yeah, I was about to say, Stomp won't actually do that much damage. All right, and then Body Slam to kill. Hell yeah. And then we Hypnosis the Blastoise, and we just hit... I think it's probably going to be 2 Earthquakes. 3. Even at level 79, it's 3 Earthquakes to kill this thing. All right, that's fine. All right, we got there. We got there. Hell yeah. Okay, not bad. Not bad. It was, what, 79? Level 79, I think we got to? Oh, okay. Yep, level 79. Okay. So let's pull up that their Excel sheet. Solo list. Machop. All right. So if we do this, you see nothing because I don't have my main monitor being captured. There we go. All right. We look at this. So these 3 here. Oh, by the way, I also found a way to make it so that y'all don't get flashbanged whenever I pull this up. You're welcome. All right, so if we look at these 3, right? Machamp, 4 deaths. Machoke, 8 deaths. Machop, 30. 127, 135, and then we have 2 hours, 23 minutes, and 58 seconds. We had to get to level 79, so an extra 10 levels over the other 2. And then the in-game time was, I believe it was 8 hours and 20 minutes? Yeah, 8 hours and 20... What the hell? 8 hours, 20 minutes. I don't know what just happened. Hi, kitten. What's up, buddy? Oh my god, somebody's evolving. It's not us, though. We don't believe in evolution here. This is a good Christian household. So yeah, there we go. We have finished yet another line. Another full evolution line done. Yeah, Machop and Machop both did really, really well. Surprisingly well for how bad the move pool is for fighting Pokemon in this game. I think this did really, really well. Hey, buddy. But yeah. All right, let's save that. Let's save that because we have another run to do. So, let me... Tuesday Pokemon is now Magneton. Where are you at? Where is Magneton? There you are. Like that. What does Magneton start with? We will find that out right now. Okay. So, first off, moveset. Thank God. Thank God. Imagine if we only had 70 special. Okay, so 70 speed is actually quite a bit better than I expected. I do not ever really think of Magneton as being relatively speedy, which 70 is not incredible, but it's tied with Onyx, which is kind of like the cutoff from good to bad for me. If it's 70 or better, I consider that to be a good speed. If it's less than that, then I consider it to be not great. 60 attack, 50 HP, 95 defense, which is pretty good, but we got that 120 special. We got that 120 special, which is really fucking nice. Really nice. Now, what does he start with? That is a very good question. What are you doing? Kitten, I need you to get your claws out of my leg, please. All right, so we start with Tackle, Sonic Boom, and Thunder Shock. So we got Thunder Shock, which, you know, plays off of that 120 special. But more importantly, we have Sonic Boom. This is a 2-hit KO on both Geodude and Onyx. This is what makes him so much better than Magnemite, because Magnemite only has Tackle until like level 20 or whatever the fuck. Yeah, we can go straight to Brock on minimum battles. This is true. This is true. Hi, you. What are you doing? I need you to stop that. Come on up. There we go. There. All right, so then we basically don't learn anything else that we care about, right? Like we relearn Thunder Shock and Sonic Boom at 21 and 25 for some reason. Supersonic at 29, 38 Thunder Wave, Swift at 46, and Screech at 54. None of those are great. Now, if we look down here, you might notice there's a bit of a problem. We have nothing but electric and normal moves. That is all we have. We basically never get anything to deal with rock types outside of Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom is like the only thing that we ever get to deal with rock types. And obviously that fades eventually. What the hell did you do, kitten? Jesus. I need to check your ears later. So yeah, no body slam, which is really unfortunate. We could do double edge if we want to go for more damage, or we could go for Swift if we want to be safer, right? Those are like the two best normal moves that we have access to. We're probably going to go for double edge. With his 50 or 60 attack, we're going to need the extra damage. So we'll probably go for double edge. The unfortunate thing is that we also don't have that high of an HP stat, only a 50. For a fully evolved Pokemon, a 50 HP stat is pretty trash. This is definitely going to be a Pokemon that we make use of Mimic on. 100%. 100% we're going to be making use of Mimic, and I think we're going to be making use of it quite a bit. Got a John hair in my mouth. Johnny Cat left a present. What does our final moveset look like? Thunderbolt, obviously. Mimic, obviously. What the fuck else? Double Edge, Sonic Boom? There's no way we use Sonic Boom all the way through the game. No fucking shot. Absolutely no way we use Sonic Boom all the way through the game. Debating on Toxic. Maybe Toxic is our move number 4? Because Toxic is going to kill Rock-type Pokemon faster than Sonic Boom will at the end. Let's see what my old run did. Because this is a replay. This is a replay. So we can look up what my old run did. Magneton. Alright. Let's go back into it. Oh my god, I actually called it right. Here, let me go to this. We have you golded. We're now doing Magneton. Alright, we have not died yet, so let me fix that real quick. Actually, been meaning to do this. I keep forgetting to. There. Okay. Game? There we go. Alright. What did... Oh, I accidentally saved here. That's funny. Alright, what do we got? Thunderbolt, Mimic, Double Edge, Screech. Interesting. That is something that that passed through my mind. Spamming Screech to lower the defenses of the various Pokemon that we have to hit with Double Edge. But how often is that going to be more useful? How often is that going to be more useful than just going Toxic? Right? I feel like there's no point where that's better than just going Toxic. Because if you think about it, so 1/16, then 1/8, then 1/4, then 1/2, right? That's the Toxic progression. So by the time we have hit them with 3 Screeches, we've done almost half their health and damage just from Toxic, right? As long as we outspeed, right? Because poison damage isn't at the end of the round, it's at the end of their action in this game. So yeah, I think Toxic is just straight up better than Screech. I don't think. Is there a poison type Pokemon? The Nidos, right? Screech might be better. No, because we wouldn't be using Screech against them, right? That's one of those ones where we mimic Dig off of the Doug Trio. I'm thinking of the Nido King and Nido Queen on the Giovanni gym fight, right? We would be using... That's like the one time that Screech Double Edge would do more damage. But we have access to Dig, which is super effective. Right, because we can mimic Dig off of the Doug Trio. We just have to be able to survive a dig from the Doug Trio, which we do have good defense, right? Even though our HP stat isn't that great, we do have a 95 defense stat. So that's actually fine. Yeah, it looks like we probably mimicked Amnesia off of the Slowbro in... Wait, why would we have done that? That wouldn't have been necessary. Oh, no, I think what we did is I think we mimicked Ice Punch off of... I think we mimicked Ice Punch off of the Hitmonchan, and we used that to kill the other Onyx. I think that's what we used the Mimic for. Okay, wait. If we have that, let me think about this real quick. How often do we need a Toxic? Because we don't have a better way to deal with a Pokemon. The first Onyx on Bruno, right? The first Onyx on Bruno. The Rhyhorn on Giovanni. And because we'd be using Toxic, we wouldn't be getting as much recoil damage from Double Edge. So it'd be a bit safer as well, right? And by the way, the damage calculation that I was using before, where I was saying that we had done almost half their health and damage just in the 3 turns that we would be screeching. That is also assuming we do literally no other damage, right? Because we could be using Double Edge or Thunderbolt or mimicking something else as well, right? Yeah, I think Toxic is just straight up better. I think Toxic beats Screech out in every single way. Yeah, so I think that's what it's going to be. So we're going to have Thunderbolt, Mimic, Double Edge, and Toxic here, not Screech. And then I think... Okay, so how do we deal with Agatha? Because Agatha, we don't really have a good way to deal with it, right? I think we just hit her with Hypnosis. I think we just mimic Hypnosis. Potentially. And we just pray that Thunderbolt does enough damage. I think that's the play for... What items do I have right now? Still have 1 rare candy. Okay. It's just the basic stuff. I don't have any extra TMs, so I wasn't planning to use any TMs or anything like that. Okay. All right, cool. I think we got to play here. I think we got to play here. All right, so oh shit. Let me edit. Get this back to 0. Bam. All right. Getting started in 3, 2. Wait. Before I get started, what am I naming the rival? Oh, a new Marvel movie came out. Okay. Yeah, I got a name. By the way, 3, 2, 1, go. I got a name. I think that's how you spell his name. The Red Guardian. I think it's ALEXY or EXI. If not, it's close enough. Yeah, we are going to absolutely blast through the first half of the game. Oh my god, this fucking song for the... this song playing for the lab fight is so funny. This is such an anticlimactic fight. I wonder if there's a Magneton that you can get, like DV wise, where you can one shot with Thundershock there. Actually, I kind of wonder if he has less than 20 health. I wonder if Sonic Boom is literally a one shot there. What is mine? Yeah, he definitely has less than 20 health. Yeah, Sonic Boom is actually better than Thundershock there. That's kind of funny. Da, 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 da. Yeah, come on. All right, there we go. Oh my god. Really? The encounter look? Come on. Come on. Grab this. 5. Antidote heal. 2. Paralyze heal. We're not that fat. Actually, we have decent speed. I'm not going to get the paralyze heal. I think we'll be fine without it. I think we'll be fine without it. I don't think we'll need it. The biggest threats for paralysis is going to be the Pikachus in Vermilion Gym. And, any Arbok that we come across. And we should outspeed the Arbok. And by the time we start running into Arbok, we will have Thunderbolt. Really? Okay, there we go. I should have just gone with that for the right off the bat. Should have gone with that right off the bat. Yeah, there. All right, I'm just gonna go straight into it. Right? I think we just go straight in to the junior trainer fight. I am very curious if we win this fight, because we are very low level right now. Right, level 6. I did not mean to Thunderbolt. Or Thundershock. I meant to Sonic Boom. Yeah, this is the unfortunate thing. Yeah. Yeah, that was my fault. That was my fault. I Thundershocked, and then we just got unlucky and got a Sonic Boom miss. The crit too, man. The crit sucks. Okay, there we go. It's level 7. And yeah. Okay, cool. All right. The fucking Mewtwo and the Dragonite sound, no way. That is Hydro Pump. That's Ice Beam. I'm trying to that's Hyper Beam. Actually don't know what that sound was. No, that's Hyper Beam. Fucking hell. It's been so long since I've actually heard the attack sounds in Gen 1. I'm trying to name them off as I hear them through the background music. All right, literally, I think everything just dies to, well, not quite, but I do think that Sonic Boom is still going to outperform Thundershock the vast majority of the time here. It's already not one-shotting anything, but I don't think that Thundershock is going to outperform it just yet. I don't think we need to go here. I don't. Well, that's Sing. That one's easy. All right, I'm just gonna hit the Atkins with Thundershock. I just want to see how much it does. Ooh, paralyzed, nice. Yeah. So yeah, Sonic Boom is still doing more damage than Thundershock. Yep. All right. Gross. But that's fine. This is why we have antidotes. Oh my god, my first fucking Sonic Boom miss, I think, since I died to the dude. Oh, there's my second thunder. This is actually like really bad. I do not want to miss anymore because poison damage. All right, we're safe. We're safe. Everything's fine. Everything's fine here. We would have just heard this song a minute ago. Is this Thundershock is starting to match Sonic Boom, I think. Perfect. I think we kill this, even if we hit it with a tackle. So I think we just have to throw Pokeballs. Nice. Okay. So I do need a dig Pokemon. So we need either a Geodude or preferably a Paris so that we don't have to trade this Spearow. So Sonic Boom will not kill. Perfect. All right, there's our dig guy. If I run into a Paris, I will still catch it because we ran into it. But if not, that's fine because we could just trade for the Farfetch'd. Oh my god! Please! Let me get through. Let me get through. So what are our next problem trainers? Right? Rival 2 isn't that bad. Actually, I want to fight this guy. We can just kill him with Sonic Booms. Right, because the worst thing is obviously just getting spammed with fucking what's it called? Words, stuff, things. Is just getting spammed with Sand Attack. If we dodge that, then we should be fine. And Thundershock's gonna fuck up the Pidgeot. It's probably gonna be either a 2 or a 3 hit KO on the Pidgeot. There's no way it's a 1 hit. I think it's probably gonna be a 2 hit because of our really high special stat. I do want to pop a potion here. I'm a little bit low on the health. And then obviously Abra can't do anything. The only actual threat is potentially the Rattata after we get past the Are you fucking kidding me? The first time I use Tackle in this run and I get the Nat 1 miss. All right, game. Wait, what? Oh shit. I have not. Wait, it reset my options. I didn't even notice that because we've just been kind of fucking everything up. That's a little bit of time loss, but whatever. Thundershock being disabled is fine. Yeah, because like the Rattata is gonna be very fast. Because Rattata is just very fast. And he's gonna have Hyper Fang, right? Like that's like the one actual like threatening thing in Rival 2 outside of just, Sand Attack bullshit. So I think Rival 2 is pretty free. I also think that Misty is going to be pretty free, but I am going to hold off on fighting her until after, just because of how much higher level she is, right? Like, we are relatively low level at the moment, because I do believe that Magneton is on one of the slower XP curves. So we are going to be a little bit lower on the levels, relative to a lot. You fucker. Yeah, see, 2-hit KO. Then Abra, we just want a Sonic Boom because Tackle. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Alright, we just need to... Yeah. Yeah, like I said, the only actual threat here, was just Sand Attack bullshit. And it tried, right? It tried real hard. We lost a lot of power points due to Sand Attack, but, you know, it is eventually going to just peter out because we'll just blast through eventually. All right, and I do believe this is pretty much showing that we 100% outdamage, well, not even just pretty sure. We are showing that we 100% outdamage Sonic Boom with Thundershock at this point. So that's good to see. I mean, you know, 120 base special stat, right? I think I'm actually gonna swap Thundershock and Sonic Boom at this point. Oh no, my attack stat! Whatever will I do? Alright, I don't think that we basically ever worry about any other Pokemon in this area. Obviously the hikers are gonna be a problem. But we have Sonic Boom to deal with the rock types, and then Thundershock to deal with the Machops. I think that they're basically free. Oh my god. Yeah, just keep defense curling forever. Yep. Oh my god, guys, I'm almost at the level where I can learn Sonic Boom. Hell yeah. I'm so glad that I haven't been getting poisoned over and over and over and over and over again. Although I am taking quite a bit of damage, actually. I mean, I guess, you know, Sonic Boom is like guaranteed to not fucking kill in one pretty much ever. All right, so now we have gotten to the point where we match Starmie's level, which is nice. Now, this is the other thing. Erica, I think we skip Erica for quite a while, actually. I think we skip Erica for quite a while. I don't see any reason to fight her gym. And considering the fact that her gym will resist my strongest moves, I think that there's just no reason to fight her for quite a long time. So, yeah, I think we avoid her for a while. Basically until we get to the point where Double Edge can one-shot all of her Pokemon. That's basically what we're waiting on. Let's see. Surge doesn't really have a whole lot of things that can, like, really threaten me, right? Let me think about that for a second. Thunder Wave is a potential issue. Oh shit, we one-shot. I actually wasn't expecting a one-shot on the fucking Staryu. That's crazy. Oh my god. Imagine having an easy Misty fight. Holy fuck. Right, get me out of here. Alright, we did take a good chunk of damage, and I don't want to risk it. Going down to Vermilion. Please get out of the way. Let me think. Surge, the Voltorb, the biggest problem is going to be not Thunder Shock, Sonic Boom. Yeah, the biggest threat is going to be Sonic Boom. And then the Pikachu will probably lead with Thunder Wave, which is going to be annoying, but there's not much I can do about that. I'm going to save here just in case one of them somehow lives a Thunder Shock and hits me with Sand Attack, and then I just, you know, get fucked with Sand Attack. I didn't expect it to happen, but, you know, better to be safe. Better to be safe. And then Raichu has quick attack, but I don't think it has anything like Body Slam, which is like an actual threatening move. So I think we beat Surge fairly easily, actually. All right. Buy the repels. Sell the Pokeballs. We don't need the escape rope anymore. The Nugget can go, as can TM11. And then that is Dig, which I will now teach to Geodude. All right, there we go. Easy peasy. All right, so we don't need to fight the guy to get Body Slam because we can't learn it. But I do want this rare candy. I actually did not realize just how much damage I had taken. I need to heal. How much damage have I taken? I've taken 40? Almost, well, a little over 30. I'm gonna super potion, actually. I do want a super potion. Yeah, 32. I don't want to go into this fight with damage, right? Like, that's kind of just a bad idea. All right, Pidgeotto, probably another 2-hit. No, wow, okay. That's kind of crazy, actually. I guess we tackle the Kadabra. Getting Thundershock disabled is actually kind of trash. This is really bad for us. Well, Sonic Boom. Fortunately, Sonic Boom is enough to carry anyway. But yeah, getting Thundershock disabled immediately before fighting a Wartortle, not the best of things. Especially since I would much rather use the power points for Thundershock right here as opposed to fucking Sonic Boom, which is like gonna be the way that I deal with a lot of Surge's Pokemon. Oh, we need to trade for the Farfetch'd. Okay. All right. Let's save. I'm a little bit worried about these fights just because these assholes are gonna fucking spam Thunder Wave. Wait, am I in a fucking speed tie with these Pikachus? Or I was. All right. I'm actually really surprised that they didn't. Like, that's their first move almost every time, is just spam fucking Thunderwave. So you actually still only have tackle, right? Yeah. Fucking hell. Terrifying. All right. That is why I'm more scared of the fucking Voltorb than anything else on Surge's team right now. The more I think about it, the more scary the Voltorb becomes. Oh my god. Just let me out! Fucking hell. Let me go. Alright. Oh shit, I didn't grab... No, the one time! Alright, that's fine. We just gotta burn the fucking full restore. That's unfortunate. Okay, Lieutenant Surge. What do my PowerPoints look like actually right now? 9 Sonic Booms left. 15 Thundershocks. And a butt ton of tackles. Alright, well, let's give it a shot. Obviously, I really want to beat this guy because he has my best move. How much Sonic Boom do? It's like 1/3. Okay, so Sonic Boom and Tackle basically do the same speed, the same damage. Pikachu has much less defense, so Tackle should do quite a bit more. Hell yeah. And then Raichu is quite a bit stronger defensively, so we're just going to spam Thunderbolt. Or I'm not Thunderbolt, Sonic Boom. Yes, okay, cool. That was actually a lot safer than I thought it was. Also, we are immediately teaching Thunderbolt. There's actually zero fucking reason to ever hold back on Thunderbolt right now. Alright. That Vermilion was actually a lot safer than I thought it was going to be. I'm going to be honest. I thought that was going to be a much bigger problem. Also, for whatever reason, when I was thinking about Erica's gym, I was actually thinking about it as if we did not have Thunderbolt. Now, even though Thunderbolt is not very effective, I did want to see what it looked like. Don't you fucking... You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me, dude. No, man. No, man. Okay, good. No, no, use growth again, you fuck. No! Oh my god, I hate this trader so much. I hate this trader so much. Such a shitty fucking human being. Oh my god. Strat is so infuriating. One of the best decisions Pokemon ever made was to make Wrap and shit not be a stun lock. Holy fuck, is that annoying. Alright, we're literally just gonna Thunderbolt everything else, I think. By the way, every PowerPoint up is immediately going into Thunderbolt, I think. Because it is like our one damage dealing move. Oh, fuck, that's right. was like, this guy's only got a fucking Slowpoke. This will be easy. Completely forgetting about the ground type Pokemon beforehand. Alright, well, let's immediately heal up that billion damage that we just took. Cubone is like one of our biggest well, like any ground type, right? I think Supersonic actually has some merit. And Thundershock is just redundant at this point. Like, yeah, it's a fuck ton of power points. Really? Alright, well, we got a little bit of damage out of this. Yo, let's go. 100%. The same exact thing happened twice. We hit the confusion. They hit themselves in confusion, and then the next turn they shook it off. Both times, the exact same thing happened. All right, so this fight here. This fight here is going to be an absolute nightmare to deal with, I'm going to be honest. Okay, we got through one of them without getting self-destructed. Okay, cool. We got through two of them without... Okay, good. All right. That one could have gone way worse than it actually did. I was wondering when this song was going to pop up. All right, I am going to... Do I have any more just potions? No. Okay, I'm gonna save before this fight. I don't trust this fight. I don't fucking trust it. So for the vast majority of Pokemon, just hitting them with Thunderbolts is just gonna be the best move. Even the ones where it's resisted. I mean, it's Thunderbolt on a 120 special Pokemon, right? Like, that is crazy good. Stab Thunderbolt at that. So, there's just no reason to not go for it for basically every Pokemon. Oh, okay. Wow. It's been an eternity since the last time I accidentally hit this guy. Long enough that I thought he had only fire Pokemon. I did not realize he was an entirely water trainer. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we immediately come down here because this gets us Double Edge, which we replace Tackle with, right? There's like actually no reason to not replace this with replace Tackle with this. Also, absolutely no reason to not spam PowerPoint ups on Thunderbolt. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the play for now. I think I'm gonna do this fight and then I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. Okay, so Giovanni. Did we beat Giovanni right now? That's kind of the question at the moment. Can we actually beat Giovanni right now? He's got a Rhyhorn and an Onyx, but we do have Sonic Boom. But we're also getting to the point where Sonic Boom is like a 3, potentially 4 hit KO. So they're going to have a lot of turns to hit me. The Kangaskhan, I think, just dies to Thunderbolt, though. So I'm not overly worried about the Kangaskhan. All right, so we're going to save here. I'm going to pause the timer. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick, and I will be back shortly. Give me 1 sec. Nope, that's not what I wanted. This one. All right, so we're going to pause that. I said we're going to pause that. There we go. And I'm going to send you all to the break screen. I will be back in just a minute. Hello, I'm back. I just stubbed the fuck out of my toe, so I'm currently in a lot of pain. Hello, Shelby. How are you doing, kid? Oh. Baby. It's a baby girl. Oh, shit. That fucking... Careful, kid. I'm not wearing jeans today. I'm just wearing shorts. Careful. Okay. Let us... So we're gonna reset because I left this playing, and I don't want that to fuck up the in-game timer. That's gone for a hot minute. All right. So 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I don't know why I was about to save again. We literally just reloaded, so I know that I have saved here. Yeah. Let's see what Double Edge does. That's about half. Okay. I should have tested to see what Sonic Boom did. Oh, that's really bad. Okay, that actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I was actually kind of worried about that. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. There we go. Music. God damn it. 1 sand attack. And then I missed 2. Okay, good. Okay, good. We'll pop the super potion. How am I looking on PowerPoints? We got 18 Sonic Booms. Okay, we got plenty. We got plenty. This fight should not be bad. Also, good timing for the gym leader battle team to start. Because this is basically like a semi-gym battle. Yeah, see, that's what I was worried about. I was worried about the Rhyhorn. Because the Rhyhorn just has so much health. And then we should be able to... Okay. I wasn't sure if it was going to be a one-shot. And if it was a two-shot, and the Kangaskhan went for Comet Punch there, we could have died very easily. So we got a little bit lucky there. But yeah, as I said before, I think we now leave. Oh wait, first. Grab fly. And I think I'm gonna come through here as well. Unfortunately, we can't really get any good TMs here or anything like that. But make sure that we don't accidentally use it on the wrong Pokemon. All right. There we go. Nope, get back here. What would be the best move for us to be able to learn here? Probably Ice Beam, right? 100% Ice Beam. Yeah, like that's actually not even a question. If I were to be able to learn one move from here, Ice Beam would be easily the best one because it's just... Do we learn Protein to boost up our... Or it could go Carbos to boost up our speed so we outspeed people more often. But I think Protein's probably the best thing for us, actually. I think Protein's actually the best thing for us because this will help us to deal with the Pokemon that we're going to have the most problems with, right? Like, basically anybody that we can hit with Thunderbolt for neutral or better damage, we're one-shotting. So we don't have to worry about that, and we have a decent speed. The biggest problem that we're having right now, as I said, is literally just our... I don't know why I healed. I had literally 2 health worth of damage. The only Pokemon that are, like, living is the ones that, we're still having to use Sonic Boom on, basically. Oh, I didn't actually teach it. Or we fly. Let's go unlock Saffron. Now we go back to Lavender. Again, I think that this fight is going to be pretty... yeah, like, now that we have Thunderbolt is just so fucking strong. The only ones that we're going to have any issue with are going to be the ones like Execute or Kadabra. Well, like, even Kadabra, as long as we outspeed the Kadabra. Right? Which is not nearly as big a problem as it was with, oh shit, I forgot to get the other repels. Well, I'm just gonna go for it. Okay, I don't actually know if that crit mattered. It did not. Okay, so we're able to actually just one-shot the Ghastlies, which is kind of surprising, actually. I was not expecting that. Alright, we're just gonna pop the second normal repel. Normally, I'd save that one for the Safari Zone. I would use 1 max repel and 1 normal repel in here and in the Safari Zone, but a little late for that. Alright, I am actually going to save for this Marowak fight, because it's scary as hell. I believe you have level 30, right? Yeah. So I don't overly out-level it. It has really good fucking defense. And I just don't have a good way to damage it, honestly. Fortunately, it decided to damage itself more often than not, so we were able to get past it. Alright. So, I'm really... Where do I go after this? We could go to Silphco and try Rival 5, but I don't think that we win that fight. I think we get outsped. We take a lot of damage from the Alakazam. We probably... If I can get to the Blastoise, I think we win. The problem is getting to the Blastoise, right? I'm gonna give it a shot, because, like, it's not that absurd that we beat Rival 5 right now. The more I think about it, like, we probably one-shot the Pidgeot, so it'll have 1 turn to do damage to us, and then we just beat it. Did I see another? I did. Okay. Here, let me get the max repels back up top here. Let's swap with that and then that. There we go. Yeah, I think we... Rival 5 has... What? What Pokemon does he have? Why am I having trouble remembering? I'm gonna pop this Carbos. Help my speed a little bit. Obviously got the Pidgeot, Alakazam. He's got a okay, that's what it is. Oops, I did not mean to come down here. Pidgeot. Oh, excuse me. It's like Pidgeot, Growlithe, Execute, Alakazam, Blastoise, if I remember correctly. So Growlithe dies to Thunderbolt. Pidgeot dies to Thunderbolt. Blastoise dies to Thunderbolt. Alakazam dies to Double Edge if we don't die to it first. Growlithe barely survives Thunderbolt. That's actually kind of surprising. Alright, Execute. Yeah, this is like the problem, right? Okay. Yeah, that was bad. All right, I think we just come back to here. I think we go elsewhere for now. I think we just go down to Koga's gym. I think trying to go elsewhere at this point is just doesn't make that much sense, right? Like, yo, nice crit. Oh, come on. Yo, we actually got the full restore. Let's go. So that makes up for the full restore that we had to use earlier, honestly. Alright, so we're gonna fight Mr. Koga here. The biggest problem is going to be just the fact that so many of his Pokemon have such high special. Or so many of the Pokemon in this gym, I should say. And the fact that we are slightly underleveled. Right? We one-shot you with a Thunderbolt? With a crit, we do. Alright, I'm just gonna try this. I just want to see what it looks like. What does this fight look like? God. Okay. So that's death number 3. What happens if we just spam Thunderbolt? How does Thunderbolt handle this? Thunderbolt just does more damage. Yeah. Okay. Nope, not hypers. Wait, where'd my super potion go? There it is. Let's say I literally just saw it. Give me my super potion back, goddammit. Okay, so yeah, Thunderbolt is just the best move that we have. Like, even going against fucking really strong special Pokemon. I mean, if he just wants to literally never attack me, I'm okay with this. Do we learn Thunder Wave over Supersonic? Do we learn Thunder Wave over Supersonic? I think we probably do. I think we, like, legitimately do. I think Supersonic is so unreliable. And if nothing else, Thunderwave makes it so that we're guaranteed to go first, right? Okay. And then we just one-shot the Arbok, and everything's fine and dandy, and holy crap, we took a ton of damage. Hyper Potion. This is just the gym of infinite damage. Like, this is kind of crazy how much damage we're taking. So we're going to be probably one... I didn't actually mean to fight this guy without saving. We're probably going to be one level... Oh my god. Are you fucking kidding me? Fuck off. Jesus. Alright, we're going to go heal. As I said, I didn't actually mean to fight that guy before healing and saving, but, you know, I accidentally took an extra step. Alright. That is the most I've been caught on those fucking quote-unquote invisible walls since I was a actual child. Okay, so we just Thunderbolt everything here, right? Yeah, so the Koffings were one-shot. Muck is a two-shot for sure. Wheezing will also be a two-shot, I'm fairly certain. Yeah. And, alright, we just got through it without taking a single point of damage. Alright, hell yeah. Easy fucking peasy. Alright, and there's Toxic. So, how useful is Toxic right now? Also, while I'm thinking about that, we're going to get rid of all of our E items that we don't need anymore. Alright. Where do we go next? We could go back to Rival 5, right? Rival 5 wasn't actually that bad. Rival 5 wasn't actually that terrible for us. We could beat him now, and then that unlocks Sabrina, and also gets us the Lapras to get us down to Cinnabar. Okay, this is what I think we do. First off, I'm gonna go drop off all the crap that I just got. Yeah, we're gonna go sell everything that we just got. Alright, so 26 is Earthquake. 40 is useless. 32 is not allowed. Honestly, if I allowed double team, that would easily be the next thing that I use. Like, that would be over Toxic, right? Like, double team would 100% be over Toxic, because it just makes this run so fucking easy. But that's why we don't use it, right? It basically negates the entire challenge. Alright, Rival 5. Let's try this again. We are quite a few levels higher than we were last time. I think we're like 5, maybe even 6 levels higher than we were the last time we were here. Alright. I'm going to try Thunderbolt. So Thunderbolt's a 2-hit. Alright, so we got past Alakazam. And then, yeah. Basically, like, I'm almost at the point where even Alakazam is something that I would use Thunderbolt on. Alright, do we fight Giovanni right now? We could. What's he got? What's he got that's scary? He's got Rhyhorn, which is scary. He's got Nidoqueen, which is scary. I did not mean to do that. That actually might have killed me. Oh my god, the crit. The crit to save us. Holy shit. I actually don't know if we win this fight. I'm actually very not sure if we win this fight. Wait. So obviously Nidorino is a free kill. Kangaskhan as well. Yeah, they both just die. And then Rhyhorn, we just have to Sonic Boom forever. Then Nidoqueen. Oh god, that double edge does no damage. Sonic Boom actually does almost as much damage as Nidoqueen. Well, not anymore. Okay, there we go. After the 3 fucking tail whips, yeah, our attack stat was going to be better. Alright. Well, we got... Okay, sure. Why not? We did it. Oh, here, let me at least get strength. We can't use it yet, but let me get it, and I can teach it, right? We want strength on Lapras, and we want surf on Lapras. Can't use it yet because we don't have the... that's where we go next. That's where we go next. We are so high level at this point. There's no point in not going to fight Erica. And I do think that... I really wish that we had something. Something that was actually, like... not gonna do damage to us while we clear out everybody in here. Like, I think the later Pokemon we just hit with Thunderbolt... like, Double Edge, I think, is what we use on the weaker Pokemon here. Funnily enough, even though Thunderbolt is, you know, not very effective. I think I need to go buy more healing items, actually. Just taking so much recoil damage throughout this gym. So we have 17 Thunderbolts left. And we have 11 Pokemon left. I'm burning through so... I have no healing items left. I have 1 more full restore. Curious. Okay, so Gloom still gets 1 shot, which is nice. Gloom still gets 1 shot, which is nice. That means that all of these are 1 shots with Thunderbolt. Execute. Execute might survive. Well, no, it's like level 26. There's no way. Yeah, there we go. Easy peasy. I'm gonna save. Even though we are vastly over-leveled, I have underestimated Erica before, and I've always regretted it. So we're not gonna do that today. Oh, nice. Wake up. Please wake up. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? A, I fucking took 1,000 years to wake up, and B, never once was he fully paralyzed. Alright, game. Well, this is why we save before Erica, even though we are vastly overleveled. Yep, every time I don't. Every time I underestimate this woman. Yeah, the best strat would have just been spam Thunderbolt. Like, that's literally what it is. And that's basically what it's going to be for this entire run, is just spam Thunderbolt unless it literally does 0 damage, because you're fighting a ground type. That's the only time that I use anything but Thunderbolt. I'm gonna heal. So Blaine, the big thing about Blaine is just going to be... What is the thing about Blaine? Do we worry about Blaine at all? Is he, like, not even an issue? He might not even be an issue. Growlithe and Ponyta, we just one-shot with Thunderbolt. And we're gonna outspeed any as well. Yeah, I think we just... I think it actually might be entirely free. Here, let me use the steroids. No, god damn it, let me sell the thing. Alright, and then... Oh, wait, we got a nugget. Got a nugget as well that we can get rid of. There we go. Okay, so I'm fairly certain that... Wait, the problem is I don't remember how many Pokemon are in this fucking gym. You live. Okay, that's not ideal. I would prefer it if you didn't. I would much prefer that you did not live. I'm gonna be entirely honest. That's a 9-level difference, and he doesn't... Now, it is a fully evolved Pokemon. Swift. Thunderwave basically hasn't done anything for us, and there have been multiple times where I'm like, I just want a relatively weak... Like, basically a PowerPoint saver. Swift is currently just a PowerPoint saver. If we get somebody to like 10% health, we just use Swift to kill it, right? And it's better than Sonic Boom because it's 100, like, it's infinite accurate. It's not even 100% accurate. It is infinitely accurate. Like right here. It's a perfect example of what we would use Swift for. Wait, did we outspeed that Rapidash? We did, didn't we? I mean, I am level 47. We are pretty damn high relative to their level right now. Also, I've been able to just spam Thunderbolt on everything in here, and I still have 6 more. Let's go. Right? Not just crazy. 5 more. But we're not gonna need that, right? Okay, that's a little unfortunate. We're just gonna double edge it. Yeah. And then, yeah, because I had a feeling I was gonna need both of them for the Arcanine. It's fucking level 47, and it's an Arcanine. Okay, so yeah, Blaine was, like, not a problem. This whole gym was just not a problem. Alright, so we need Sabrina's gym... and then Giovanni. And Giovanni's gym is going to be a problem for us, right? Could get Mimic right now, actually. Does that help us at all? Get rid of Sonic Boom for Mimic? Actually, we're going to get rid of Sonic Boom for Toxic. Yeah. Yeah. So all of these Slowpokes and Slowbros, these are easy picking. Like, they're not gonna live. There's the 38 Slowbro later on that might live on like 2 health. The Slowbro is pretty damn tanky, but yeah, like this is basically what I expect to happen in this gym. We just fucking wreck through it with Thunderbolt. The only problem is potentially Sabrina's Alakazam, right? Like, that's like the only one. And that's if it actually outspeeds me, which it might not. I don't think that there's anything going on here. I think that like, what? Okay, so let's think about the Elite Four, right? Let's think about the Elite Four and the actual rest of the run. So, well, Giovanni as well. So Giovanni leads with Rhyhorn, which is going to be a problem. We Toxic the Rhyhorn, and it eventually dies, right? We Toxic and Swift it, something. I don't know. Oh, no, wait, because we'll be getting rid of Swift for Mimic here in a minute. So we Toxic double-edge the Rhyhorn until it dies, which shouldn't take too long, right? Let me just check my PowerPoints. We got 5 Thunderbolts left. There's an argument to be made to Ether here, so I'm going to, because fuck it. So we Toxic... Let's see how it goes here. Yeah. Fuck you! Alright, so Sabrina wasn't that big a deal. I hate that move. Dude, Psywave is such a shit move. Like, it's an interesting concept, but it's such a shit move. Alright, so we need to go grab Mimic. Okay, so, Rhyhorn. I keep starting and then I get distracted by literally just the game. Rhyhorn, we hit with Toxic, and then we just spam Double Edge until it dies. Then we... Maybe we don't. Maybe we actively don't. Right? Because if we spam Double Edge until it dies, we're going to take a lot of recoil damage, right? And we want to minimize how much damage we take because we are going to eat a dig from the Doug Trio, right? Like, this is just going to happen. So, let's see. 1, 2... Okay, so 2 Carbos. All 3 Calciums. And no proteins. Okay, so 2 Carbos, 3 Calciums. So we're going to eat a dig because we want to mimic dig off of him. So we're going to mimic dig off of the Doug Trio, which means that we are going to take one because he is going to outspeed us. Doug Trio is very, very, very fast. And as long as we survive that one dig... I'm going to buy 2 of these and then an iron. We'll see how that goes. Really? Okay, so 1 of each. And then once I get dig off of the Doug Trio, the rest of it is just we dig and they die, right? Like, that's just what's gonna happen. Alright, and then we'll buy 1 more iron. Okay, there we go. We are now maxed on all of the things that we need to be maxed on. Those irons are also going to help with the dig, right? Surviving that. And I have not healed. All right. Oh, shit. Oops. We need to go and get Mimic, actually, because we haven't gotten that yet. All right, so we're finally getting rid of... Wait, did I get rid of Supersonic? Or not Supersonic, but, well, whatever it is, we're getting rid of it. Okay, here's the question. Do we get rid of or not Toxic? Double Edge or Swift? Which do we get rid of? I think we get rid of Swift. Right? I think we get rid of Swift. What? Okay, so wait. Which? Double Edge is almost twice as strong. That's the thing. Swift is 60, Double Edge is 100. Yes, I'm taking recoil damage, but the recoil damage is going to be so much less than anything that we get hit by, right? If we get hit by the enemy, it's going to do more damage than the recoil of Double Edge. Oh, excuse me. No! There was another one, and then it went away. So I think we get rid of Swift. Even though it's has infinite accuracy, we're basically past the point where we get hit by accuracy reducing moves. I think the only Pokemon that we have left that has an accuracy reducing move is the Doug Trio has Sand Attack, but the Doug Trio is not going to use Sand Attack. He's going to use Dig. Because Giovanni has good AI, so he's going to spam Dig. So yeah, we're going to get rid of Swift. We're going to get rid of Swift. I think Double Edge is the right play here. All right. Time to deal. Okay, now, after Giovanni, I think... that the best... Okay, so let's see. Lorelai's gonna be a joke, right? We're gonna outspeed most of her Pokemon except for the Jings, and we're gonna one-shot all of her Pokemon. right? Like, we have an insanely strong special attacker. Her Pokemon are tanky, right? Dugong is tanky, Cloyster is tanky, Slowbro is tanky, Lapras is tanky. All of them are very tanky, but we should one-shot every single one of them. I think. I'm gonna Toxic. Shit. Did I save before this? When was the last time I saved? I can't remember. This is death number 5, though. I should have gone in. I should have healed before I went into that fight. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna just take the death. Oh shit! I can't take the death. Shit. All right. Well, we can't take the death because we actually beat the fight. Damn it. Damn it. Okay, so I needed one more calcium and an iron. Yeah? No. No, I just needed one more iron. That's what it was. That's what it was. We got one more iron. Okay. Oops. Alright, and then let's go grab Mimic. We will teach it over Swift. So the good thing is, because I've already made all the decisions, the rest of this is going to go fairly quickly to get back to where we just were. And honestly, a lot of those fights were pretty safe regardless. They're pretty entirely free. Not even safe, just entirely fucking free. Maybe I hold off. Okay, so what I am going to do is I am going to hold off on teaching Mimic until we actually get to Giovanni. Right? Because if I had Swift in that last fight as opposed to Mimic, I would have been able to just win. Right? Because we died to the fucking recoil damage. Now, the fact that we were able to outspeed that Dug Trio is actually very interesting. That is very interesting that we were able to outspeed that Dug Trio. I mean, as I said, we are not a slow Pokemon. Also, fuck you for hitting me with the poison. Now I have to go heal it. God damn it. I'm not dealing with that. Save. Let me save. Now, the real thing that I'm very curious about, I'm very curious how... I think I do still Toxic here. Alright, and now we've been hit by... Yeah, look at that. Yeah, look at that. Alright, this guy just has fighting types, right? Yeah. Yeah, he's got a lot of Machop. No, the thing that I'm really curious about how this is going to work is this fight here. This Rhyhorn. Because this is basically going to show how viable this strat is. Alright, so we're going to Swift. That's rough, man. We took a lot of damage there. We took a lot of fucking damage there. That's kind of crazy. Okay, so... Toxic Swift. Now, granted, we did miss Toxic the first turn, so we were an entire turn behind. So I think that... This is free. This is just Machop, Machop, which is just Thunderbolt, Thunderbolt, Thunderbolt. But I do think that that just goes to show that Toxic Double Edge is better than Toxic Swift, right? I'm going to go heal again. I want to be at full health for this, and I only have one full restore left, which is not something that I want to use for, like, 40 damage. Alright. Oh, wait. Before we do that, I'm going to teach Mimic. Oh. Over Swift. Okay. So yeah, Toxic, Body Slam, or not Body Slam, but Double Edge. I wish we got Body, or yeah, I wish we got Body Slam. Okay. We outspeed. Which means we actually don't have to... Okay. Hell yeah. That's actually huge. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Nidoqueen is tanky as fuck. We're probably not going to one-shot the Nidoking either. Yeah. And the Rhydon, just because of how fucking tanky Rhydon is, and how bad our physical attack is, I'm going to Toxic him. There we go. Easy peasy. Okay, that actually wasn't that bad. I'm actually very surprised that we fucking outsped the Magneton, though. Jesus Christ. Okay, so, Rival 6. Rival 6 should be relatively easy. Right? I think this is pretty free. Yeah, Screech is never gonna outperform. All right, there we go. Poison is fine. Poison is very fine. I'm very curious. Yeah, look how much damage Thunderbolt does. Thunderbolt does more damage to this Alakazam than Double Edge does. It's kind of insane. And then, yeah, we just one-shot the Blastoise, which is kind of also crazy. Okay, so normally I would just pop an antidote or something, but we're literally really low on health. Well, actually, if I hadn't been poisoned, I would have just continued going, right? We don't need to fight anything in Victory Road itself. Speaking of, how many? Oh yeah, okay, so we're good on No, I lost the ledge boss. Fuck. I never lose to the ledge boss anymore. It's actually like a once a month thing, honestly. Okay, so who is going to be the biggest problem in the Elite Four? Probably Agatha, honestly. God, go away. Nope. No. Lapras is strength. Lapras is strength. Lorelei is free. Bruno is a little annoying, but as soon as we get past the first Onyx, it's pretty free from that point onwards. Unless we get Ice Punch frozen. I think that's the only actual threat on Bruno, is getting frozen due to Ice Punch. Because he is going to get a turn, because we want to mimic Ice Punch off of him. So, Bruno is basically free, except for that one exception. Agatha is scary, because Agatha is always scary. We're probably not going to be able to one-shot most of her Pokemon. And we are also probably not going to outspeed most of her Pokemon. So she's going to have multiple chances to kill us, her Pokemon. Considering the bullshit that she's capable of, that's not ideal. Lance, we have good defenses, both special and physical, right? Our special's 120, our physical defense is 95. So we're pretty okay on that front. I'm just gonna drop everybody off. I don't think that we need to go anywhere else. We might be down like 1 iron. We're gonna buy like 5 of those, and then 3 of those, because we are like out of fucking stuff. Oh shit! There is one. There's a rare candy we missed. We missed a rare candy. And I know exactly where it is. We need ducks and we need Lapras. It's the one in Fuchsia. The one where you get strength. Because we didn't have Erica's gym badge at the time. Yeah, there it is. Oops. Alright. Anyway, now we're done with everything else. And we can just go into the Elite Four. I think I could just safely burn all of my rare candies here. Let me think about this for a second. I think... Let me think. I'm not going to be worrying too much about badge boosting here, because there's not really any, like, I could grab agility off of the Dragonair, right? And I could spam agility, and I might do that just to make sure that I outspeed the Aerodactyl. So I think I save 1. I think I save 1 rare candy just in case, right? Which is fine. I think that's fine. Okay, I'm just gonna save. We're just gonna commit to this. The only thing that I'm not sure about is whether or not I use all of them or just use the 10 out of the 11, right? So here, everything dies to Thunderbolt. This is an entirely free fight. I'm actually curious if Jinx also dies to Thunderbolt. Not quite. Okay. But it does put her into healing range, so she just wastes her turn using a super potion. Okay, so that's... Let's see. That is interesting. So 15 Thunderbolts left. Hell yeah, he used Rage turn 1. That's awesome. Because even though he's going to constantly be getting boost to his attacks, Rage doesn't do shit. Alright, beautiful. Alright, so now we mimic Ice Punch. And that allows us to bypass the other Onyx. For free. Like, entirely for free. Yeah. Okay. There we go. There we go. Now, if you remember, for anybody that was here at the beginning of the stream, when I checked my old run, we were at level 66. So that tells me that in the old run, I did burn all of my rare candies at the very beginning. I am gonna max potion here because Agatha scares the fuck out of me. What is this? That's Fisher. I did also accidentally save here at Agatha. I outspeed. I outspeed. So I should one-shot the Haunter. Yep. Arbok should be a one-shot. Yep. Now here's the question. Do I one-shot the... Or, I'm sorry, not one-shot, but I outspeed even the level 60 Gengar. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's like one of Gengar's things is how fast it is. The fact that we outsped the Gengar is insane. So, because we leveled up like literally one Pokemon away from... Ooh. I think I do burn it. I think I do burn the rare candy here. I think that's fine. Let me look at this. So we got 5 Thunderbolts. So 1 for... I think I just pop an elixir. I think that's fine. I do not think, like, even if I die, I do not think that we're gonna need... I don't think that I need to be that worried about my elixir count. Gyarados is just dead. Gyarados is so fucking dead here, it's not even funny. Alright. Build it. Yeah, that was a Hyper Beam. That was a Hyper Beam. Alright. Oh. That's actually a little bit worrisome. That's actually really worrisome. However, we hit Dragonite for neutral damage. What the fuck was that damage range? Holy shit! What the fuck was that damage range? Alright. Well, we're gonna fucking max potion, because Jesus Christ, lived on 4 HP in a dream. So if y'all saw that, he had like a good 5 or so % of his fucking health left after that first fucking Thunderbolt on the Dragonite, and then the second Dragonite, the second Thunderbolt on the Dragonite at full health killed it. That is a fucking hyper low roll into a hyper high roll on damage. That is crazy how much difference that was. Alright, anyway. Thunderbolt. Yeah, this is it. Reflect, that's fine. Oh my god, we got through the Alakazam without taking a hit. What do you mean it didn't hit? What do you mean? No. It's not allowed. Alright. Tail Whip is good for us. Tail Whip is good for us. Horn Drill's fine. That is a lot of badge boosts that we just got. We just got like 2 or 3 of them. So we're doing 30% extra damage right now. Right. We did... Actually... Actually, a little bit. Oh my god. Look at how little damage we do. No! We have been one-shotting the Blastoise this entire time. Alright, I need to... Okay, thank god. I don't know why I tried. I don't know why I didn't just go for it. I literally said we've been one-shotting the Blastoise this entire time, and then I didn't click Thunderbolt. Oh, alright. Well, that was scary as hell, but we got there. At level 68. At level 68. Alright. So, let's see. Where is Magneton? Oh, wow. That's actually quite a bit faster. All right, well then, let's take a look. So, Magneton right here. So these are the old stats for Magneton. All right, this is my last run. So 15 deaths. This time we had 5. Level 69. This time we only had level 68. Last time was 2 hours and 16 minutes in real time. This time it's an hour and a half. We cut off 45 minutes in real time. 2:16 to 1:30. 1 hour, 30 minutes, and 46 seconds. And then 6 hours and 50 minutes in-game time versus 5 hours and 29 minutes in real time. An hour and 20 minutes difference. Was it 5 hours? 29 minutes. That is a crazy difference. That is a crazy difference. I wonder what... Toxic doesn't explain that. Right? Like, there was only a couple of Pokemon that I used Toxic on. Toxic does not explain that. What the hell did I do last time that caused me to lose that much time? We had 10 extra deaths. I'm really curious how that old run went. I wonder if I kept trying to force Double Edge. I wonder if that's what it was. I wonder if I kept trying to force Double Edge instead of just spamming Thunderbolt instead. I think that might actually have been the difference. I just kind of throw it out there for a second. Sorry about that. So it's only 8:30. It's only 8:30. What do we do now? What do we do now? So actually, what I normally do when I have something like this and I have like a good chunk of time left and I don't have to go to work, what if we do... We could do like a trailer react. What trailers came out recently? Are there any trailers? No fucking way. No fucking way they're remaking the Naked Gun. Are you kidding me? Audio streams current bitrate 0. Okay. They're remaking the Naked Gun? I don't want to watch that. You know what I haven't seen? I have not seen the actual trailer for the Fantastic Four. We did I did a react to the I reacted to the teaser a while back, right? But I never actually looked. I still haven't seen the actual trailer. So maybe we do that? Maybe we watch the Fantastic Four trailer? There's also Predator Badlands, but I've never I've actually never seen any of the actual Predator movies. The only Predator movie that I've ever seen is Alien versus Predator, which I know is like not good relative. I really want to see the original Predator movie at some point. And I think I caught the tail end of Predator 2. So I've seen like bits and pieces of them, and obviously I've seen clips on them online. But I don't think I've ever actually watched any of the Predator movies. But I have seen the side-by-side of the original Predator face and the new one, and holy shit, the new one looks like ass. But yeah, let's do a thing. Do a thing. Let's tempt fate, huh? Let's tempt fate by reacting to a fucking Disney product, huh? Alright, so let me pop that up. My good old copyright protector. I am gonna mute the PC audio, so you guys will not be able to hear the trailer, but I will. And we'll basically do what I normally do with these. Fantastic Four looks terrible. New Predator looks good till you see the dumb-looking Predator face. All right, well, we'll look at both of them. Fuck it, we'll look at both of them. There's also Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer too. I heard that this is getting pushed back till May of next year. Also, I have not played a Grand Theft Auto game since, like, San Andreas. Never played 4, never played 5. I don't really care about that. But yeah, and then this. This is just disgusting. I hate that this is a thing. This is the dumbest idea. Like, I like Liam Neeson as an actor, and I think that he actually can do comedic stuff. However, stop remaking good movies. You dumbasses. Stop remaking good movies. You're never going to beat them. Like, okay, so actually, before we get into any reacts, I'm going to talk about this for a second. The fact... So, what ends up happening? Every time you remake a movie, a good movie, a movie that is beloved by the fan base, you are always going to be compared to the original. And the overwhelming majority of the time, there are exceptions, but the overwhelming majority of the time, they're going to watch the new one, they're going to hate it, because it does not live up to their expectation of the old. Nostalgia is a fucking primal force that is almost impossible to overcome. Even if the new movie is objectively... Yes, it's the Leslie Nielsen one. Yeah, exactly. Even if the new movie is objectively better than the old one, it is still going to get torn the fuck apart because it's not the old one. And those rose-tinted goggles are fucking powerful, man. Those rose-tinted goggles are strong. Also, I don't need the timer on it. We can get rid of that. Like the Airplane movie's so good. I need to watch those. I've actually never seen the Airplane movies. I've actually never seen Airplane. But yeah. Let's watch this, huh? Let's watch this. We'll watch this. We'll watch this. We'll watch these two. We'll look at these. We'll take a look at them. I do not want to watch this. I do not want to watch this trailer. Maybe this one, too, because I've never seen... I'm also not a huge zombie movie person. Wait, there's a new Tron movie? No. Jesus. All right. Anyway. Fantastic Four. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Is that there? Okay, there we go. I was like, why is that playlist there? Do we? Okay. Okay. Wait. No, this is different from the first one. Yeah, that's what happens when you have a kid. Literally nothing in your life changes. Absolutely nothing changes once you bring another person into the universe. Oh my god, I have seen literally one thing. What do you mean? What do you mean? Okay. What is this? So I okay, again this has to be a different universe. This can't be the main MCU. I think I said that in the original. I think I said that in the first trailer as well. Literally has to be a different universe. The Galactus is tiny, right? Like this is supposed to be Galactus here at the end, 100%. That is fucking minuscule compared to he's only known as the person who devours worlds, right? Literally the person who eats planets. So the fact that he's able to walk on said planet, kind of crazy, but whatever. He could change his size. Maybe he goes down to this size for some reason. Um, why are you like this? Let me. Also, why is it at 720? Literally pay for YouTube Premium for this shit. Get out of here. Um, again, I really like the way that the thing looks. I love that the most replayed is the fucking meme part. Like this right here is the only part of this trailer that I've seen. So they're trying to explain why they're using her as Silver Surfer instead of the one everyone knows. Yeah, which I mean, like, whatever. Like, I'm not a comics person. I don't really care if it's a female or a male Silver Surfer. Whatever. I don't care. Does not matter. Like, some people. However, it does kind of look like ass. Um, the funny thing is that I saw a tweet about this, and they literally just generated like just the person. Um, can't remember who it was. I want to say Jay Longbone, but I don't know if she's the actual one who made the thing or if she just reposted or whatever. Anyway, um, they were talking shit on this, right? Surfer for one issue, so you know it's in the comics. Okay. No. Yeah, like that. All right, I'll talk about like we'll get to that, but let me finish what I was saying because I almost got entirely derailed. Um, So the person on Twitter was like basically just did a 3D render that looked better than this. And this was just a person in their house that did it. And then somebody else was like, well, fucking make it move then. You know, like basically trying to say, you know, which, I mean, fair. Having a static image. Hey, Philemon, how's it going, my dude? Having a static image that looks really good is a hell of a lot easier than having an animated like basically a 3D model, right? That animated, that looks good as it's animated and moving around, right? Nobody's going to deny that. The problem is she that did, and it still looked better than this. Now, as to the point of why they did this, as opposed to, you know, having the normal male Silver Surfer. Yeah, it's probably an agenda thing. It's probably a DEI thing. Whatever. The question that I have is she going to be good in the role? Is she actually going to be good in the role? And you don't really see that much of her in this. She has like a couple of ominous sentences that she speaks, and then she flies the fuck away. So bleh. What are we looking at? The Fantastic Four trailer. This is my initial reaction to the Fantastic Four, because we finished the Magneton run, we finished the Machop run, and I did not want to fail my promise of having longer streams for my birthday week, because we had them both done by fucking 8:30. So we're doing a couple of trailer reacts. Now, looks bad compared to the older Fantastic Four server. One person made a good point. They probably didn't give her as much definition, so won't be objectified. Never thought of it before, but it's possible. I mean, you're not gonna not object. Like that's the thing. It's like, all right, not as much definition, so she won't be objectified. That's just not gonna be true. That's just not gonna be true. And not any, like, you don't even have to be semi-attractive to have people objectify you and, you know, make Rule 34 of you character and all that shit. Like, it's just gonna happen. You just have to fucking live with that. I'm sorry. Good in other things I've seen. Who is the actress? Who is the actress? Disney. Julia Garner? Okay. I've never seen any of these things. Granted, I don't watch a lot of TV shows. I don't watch a lot of TV shows. So, and like a lot of these look like smaller movie, like not main thing. And like honestly, I haven't seen a whole lot of movies lately, because most of the ones, Ozark, yeah, that's like the one that I've heard of, but I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. But I mean, if she's a good actress, then awesome. ROM hack is actually pretty hard, not gonna lie. I will be getting to I will be playing that soonish. I'm just like I said in Discord, I'm currently addicted to Schedule 1. I've been playing the fuck out of that. I just got past the $100,000 the $100,000 net worth mark, and I'm trying to go for the 10 million. I want to get those last few achievements for that game. That game is fun as hell. But yeah, I do plan to play it eventually. I do promise. I do promise. But if we look past that, right? One thing that I like, Morty is hard, and then Price and the Rocket Hideout is actually a challenge. Good. I am... So, something that I see a lot in media recently that I really kind of hate is it's almost like a vilification of building a family. It's almost like a vilification of building a family, right? So the fact that everybody's happy that a baby's on the way is like something that I actually really like. You like the thing's voice? Let me come back here because he was like doing a thing at the very beginning, right? You actually, yeah. It does just kind of sound like a normal person. Make fun of young people getting children. I mean, it depends on like what you mean by young, right? Because like I do think that it is somewhat irresponsible to have kids when you're like 8 or 20. And like obviously general rule, there's always exceptions. Sounds too normal. Yes, yeah, no, I that's actually something that I clocked when I actually was listening for it. Like I don't think that you as a person are mentally together enough to really be able to handle a child responsibly until you're probably like mid-20s at the very earliest. I'll say like 25. Again, generalized statement, there are always going to be exceptions. Hell, I'm 36 and I'm not ready for kids. So obviously there's going to be people on the other extreme of the spectrum where, you know, they could, you know, have a child at 18 and be perfectly capable and be the best mom or dad ever, right? Like, obviously that's the case, but generally I think that the vast majority of people are not able to have kids like before 25 and actually be. But anyway, speaking about these parents, I do like that they are actually happy about the kid, and like the fact that they are celebrated heroes. And you know, I do like, even though, you know, the voice does sound a little bit too normal, and also the fact that he's just okay with picking up a random car because that is going to damage somebody else's property. The fact that he's doing it to entertain kids, I do like. I do kind of wish that, you know, like, okay, so what I think would be just like a small thing that would improve this scene is the owner, like say the owner of this vehicle is like literally just here, standing here, and they're the ones that are selling like these coats and shit, right? And like they're begging him to lift the car, and he walks up to it and he like glances over at the person, and the person like nods and says that it's okay. Like basically just like that tiny little change, I think that would make this better, because like as it is right now, he's just going up and picking up some random person's car that he doesn't know and potentially damaging it without their permission. Nitpick, very small, like teeny tiny thing, but I would have liked that in something like this. Just like a very small adjustment. But the fact that he's like trying to make kids laugh and have fun, like I love that. It's something that you don't really see in a whole lot of superhero media lately, is the superheroes interacting with the public, or superheroes saving innocents, you know, like actually saving lives. The vast majority of the time, the superheroes are just like going around causing fucking tremendous collateral damage and potentially killing dozens, if not hundreds of people. And the movies just never acknowledge it, so they expect the audience to never notice it. I know it's not a recent example, but I think one of the biggest examples is the prison avalanche in Black Widow. Like, if you haven't seen Black Widow, which most people haven't, they are breaking the Red Guardian out of a prison in Russia that has been stated specifically has a large number of political prisoners in it. These are not actual criminals. These are people that are in there because the current government does not like them or has reasons to lock them up in silence, right? So a good portion of the population of this prison are just victims of an oppressive government system, right? They bury the entire prison under tons of snow, basically killing everybody there because there's no way they're going to be able to get out of the massive amount of snow that is now covering the entirety of the prison. Movie never acknowledges it. They actually laugh about it as they're flying away. Oh man, that was crazy. I can't believe we got out of that. Oh man, fuck all those people. You know, even the criminals, it's like, all right, did they deserve to be, you know, suffocated under tons of snow and ice? I don't know. Like, that's kind of fucked up, Mr. Superhero. Or Miss Superhero, sorry. So like, actually showing that they're interacting with the public, they're talking with people, they're trying to reassure people, you know, but also being honest, right? Are we safe? Is a line in here. Right here. Are we safe? And he turns around and he goes, I don't know. Like, literally an apocalyptic event. You've never dealt with anything like this, right? They've obviously never dealt with anything like this. Because you can't deal with things like Galactus. Like, that's just not something that happens. You know, that's a once in a lifetime thing because it's the thing that ends your lifetime. But yeah, I do like all of that. I still don't like, I don't know what this is. Like the old campy vibes the trailer's giving off. I don't think that it's really that, like, the things that I've been talking about, I don't think that that's campy. I think that that's just what a good superhero movie does. Like, why is this just black? Please show the screen that I was trying to show. All right. There. Okay. I don't know why I was just pulling up a black screen when I went here. This, what the fuck am I looking at? What am I looking at right now? Is that Earth? If so, well, that's the end of that. I'm sorry, if that's the Earth is dead. You know, you do not come back from this. But yeah, in response to the old campy vibe, I don't think that that's campy. Different planet Galactus is consuming. Maybe. Like, I'm trying to look at the different land masses and see if I can't tell what exactly I'm looking at. But, like, it's so distorted that it's hard for me. Like, this could be like Madagascar. Well, no, because Madagascar is like on the, it would have been like right here, right? It's not down south of Africa, it's to the east of it. But this almost looks like Madagascar and the tip of Africa, right? I don't know how well you guys can even see it through the copyright protection, but yeah. But yeah, I think that it's incredibly important in any kind of superhero media to show the heroes interacting with the public, talking with people, saving lives, helping people. I think that's incredibly important because, like, something that a lot of things recently have failed to understand is that despite any problems that superheroes may have, they are supposed to be an inspiring story. They're supposed to be like the best. of us, right? Doesn't mean they have to be perfect, but like they are supposed to be people that are the pinnacle. Like they are the best. They are the most good. They are, you know, in the best shape. Unless you're Spider-Man. I mean, even Spider-Man, like he's an incredibly good moral person. Like an insanely morally upstanding person. Fantastic Four ship going out to confront him, or maybe it's a Silver Surfer telling them how he consumed her planet. She's in a ship before being made Herald. Ah. Maybe. But this is the same ship that they showed earlier. This is 100% the Fantastic Four ship. They show this ship earlier in the trailer. And stepping up when you step into the role of superhero. Yeah. Like it's the thing, like, you know, they may make a mistake in the beginning. Like, you know, Spider-Man lets go the person who then turns out to be the person who kills Uncle Ben. Right? Learning from that tragic, horrific mistake, and then doing everything in their power to protect people. Basically forever, right? And like, that's one of the things that I really like. I don't like a lot about the DC universe. The fucking Zack Snyder one. Because I just despise Zack Snyder and everything that he does. I think that he's an overly edgy fucking 900-year-old teenager at this point. And he needs to grow the fuck up. But he entirely misunderstands the entire point of Superman. Right? Superman is supposed to be a character who their entire, like the entire concept of this is supposed to be the person that every guy can aspire to be. You know, incredibly morally good. There's not really a gray area in him, right? He is just a good person. Uses his power incredibly responsibly. Will literally stop everything to help, you know, a single person. You know, that kind of person. You know, that kind of hero. That's why it's called superhero. Not super person. Not super asshole. Superhero. And I think that that's something that a lot of superhero media recently has just forgotten. You know, the superheroes that we've been seeing lately are not superheroes. They're just assholes with superpowers that happen to be slightly less of an asshole than the people that they're fighting. Right? Like they're all morally gray. You know, they're all like there's places for that. There's places for moral conflicts, which is, you know, the trolley problem, right? The trolley problem is the classic moral conflict. All right, I can let one person die, or I'm sorry, I can let 5 people die, or I can take an action that I know is going to kill one person to save those 5 other people, right? Classic moral conundrum. I have an entire stream about my answers to a lot of those various the variations on that problem, right? We did that, I think it was last year for my birthday, for one of my birthday streams. We did the trolley problem and its variants. But like the superhero, it's himself or herself, should be somebody that you would want your child to emulate. Right? As a parent, if you're a parent, you would want your child to emulate most versions of Superman. There ain't no way in hell I would slap the shit out of my kid if he started acting like fucking DC Universe Superman. Zack Snyder Superman. That guy's a fucking sociopath. A lot of the time. Right? Like, he does almost nothing to try to prevent collateral damage in most of his movies. It's okay. I'm not gonna continue on that tangent because that's just when crazy people write stories. It's when like Zack Snyder has always been an edgy fucker. He's always been an edgy fucker. And like honestly, the vast majority of the Marvel writers these days don't know how to write anything, let alone a superhero. But that's what happens when you hire, let's be honest, when you hire activists instead of writers. You get people that want to put their fucking ideology into the movies instead of writing something that isn't their own lived experience. And as somebody who's tried to write stories and stalled very quickly because I do not have the skill to do so, maybe one day I'll develop it. I still haven't given up, but I haven't tried. I've stopped for quite a while. The biggest problem that I have is an inability to write from a lot of people's different perspectives. As I was writing the story that I was writing, I noticed that all of the characters, the dialogue between them was either just absolute garbage, or they all ended up being almost identical characters in personality. Which is what a lot of Marvel has right now. Everybody is basically the same character. Everybody is watered down Iron Man, right? They're all snarky. They all make jokes at inappropriate times. They all have the same fucking personality. Choose what alignment heroes are. That would require me to go back through and watch a whole lot of stuff that I don't want to watch, though. Because, like, there's a lot of heroes that I just don't know a whole lot about, and I don't remember a whole lot about. And a lot of them have changed, right? It's like, I would say that Tony Stark, would Punisher be lawful evil? No, I would say lawful neutral. Like, just my gut reaction would be lawful neutral. Because lawful evil would also be perfectly fine with killing innocents to accomplish his goals, which he is not. So I would say for that particular aspect, I would say lawful neutral. Um let's get back to this trail. And you have this. This same shot was in the teaser. And even back then I was like, this is very small for Galactus. Even back then, if you go back and you look at my other oops. Where was the shot? Oh. Well, it's gone forever. Anyway, anyway, um if you go back and you watch the original teaser trailer reaction that I did whenever the fuck I did that, I said even then that he was very, very small. And then you come over here where he's just like able to walk through fucking New York City. And like, I'm fairly certain here, let me just, yeah, so that's both, so that's his entire body width able to be fucking narrow enough to fit through two New York City, like in a single New York City street, right? They are not very well known for being overly spacious. So he's a skinny motherfucker. He's a skinny motherfucker in there. Um, but yeah, this is another one where I'm not overly sure how I think of this. Like, there are a lot of things that I liked, but it's Marvel, right? It's Marvel, and they have had literally no wins for years now, so I have no reason to think that this will actually be good. And despite the fact that I personally don't really care about the female Silver Surfer being a female, I can't in good I cannot honestly say that I think that they chose a female Silver Surfer just because she was the best fit for the role. Right? Maybe that's true. However, the way that they have worked in the past, the safest option is literally just, yeah, she was we needed to hit those quotas, right? So I'm curious how it's gonna go. I'm very curious about this still. Um, and I still have no idea why the fuck they would choose to start the Fantastic Four with, hey, here's Galactus, motherfuckers. Deal with it. Like, I don't see how. Because, like, okay, so, like, at least this isn't like an origin story, right? They've obviously been doing this for quite some time. They should be an experienced team at this point. They should be able to handle most threats. So that helps a little bit, but also I feel like you don't introduce the Fantastic Four into your cinematic universe and then immediately have them go up against their biggest enemy. Right? Like, I think that's just kind of crazy. But I also don't know any other. So I'm gonna be honest. I don't know shit all about the Fantastic Four. The only two Fantastic Four enemies that I know are Galactus and Doctor Doom. So I don't know, and they're already doing Doctor Doom as a possible Goodman with Robert Downey Jr. I don't know what they're gonna do with Avengers Doomsday, but whatever. That's gonna be ass most likely anyway. Um, so like they're basically burning the world is gonna die and they need to get into the main universe. Otherwise, people would just be saying, "Where were they this whole time?" Yeah, like that's kind of what I was thinking. But that's also gonna be like a hyper downer for the introduction of the Fantastic Four, for them to fail and allow their world to die. Right? Like that's kind of a really fucking kind of a bummer, right? That's kind of fucked. Um, but yeah, I'm kind of burning out on things to talk about for the Fantastic Four. So let's take a look at this Predator movie, huh? I've seen very good things about this Predator movie, huh? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Why is my browser taking 1,000 years? What the fuck is happening right now? All right. Again, it's muted for you guys. I can hear it. I just don't want to get copyright. Didn't think who survived. Wait. Excuse me, what? Okay. In IMAX, that means literally nothing. Shut up. That looks so bad. That looks so bad. That predator looks so bad. It's actually okay, but like okay, so that predator, like the appearance looks bad. I actually don't think that most of this looks that terrible. Let me go back to this. Okay, so first off, what the fuck does that mean? I didn't think you survived. Who the fuck is she talking to? Yeah. Who are you talking about, bitch? Is she talking to the predator? Also, what is this? What planet are they on? Because this obviously isn't Earth. So is this alien android, Independence Day alien skull in the trophy room? Wait, what? Is there really? Please pause when I pause you. Fucking Jesus. Talk about. Oh. So we got human skull, obviously T-Rex, gorilla? Gorilla? Another human skull. I don't know what this is. Is that supposed to be like a xenomorph? Because, like, you would think that since the xenomorphs are supposed to be like the apex prey for these guys, you would think that this wall would be full of xenomorph skull. This looks like a head crab, by the way. Like, I've never played Half-Life, but I've seen a couple of things of head crabs. This kind of looks like a head crab to me. Another human skull, Neanderthal skull? Right, because the back end is elongated? Slightly. Is that a Neanderthal thing? I don't know. I'm not an anthropologist. And then whatever the fuck this is. I have no idea what skull this is. But there's a lot of human skulls here, right? This one is, this one's humanoid. Then we have, like, it looks like a gorilla of some kind, maybe, possibly. This definitely does look like the aliens from Independence Day, that's for sure. This could be a xenomorph. Who the fuck know? I have no idea what the hell this is. Obviously T-Rex. No idea. No idea. All right. Okay, so first thing, where is this happening? A. B, when is this happening? We're obviously seeing future tech of some kind. Because also, what the fuck is that? What is this? What is this? She's like warging into a raven. Okay, this. This is not predators. This is humans. This group right here, this is a group of humans. And these are definitely supposed to be futuristic weaponry and armor, right? 100% supposed to be futuristic weaponry and armor. So, when is this supposed to take place? When is this supposed to take place, and where is this supposed to take place? Because also, if we remember, anybody that's seen the Predator, the most recent one, he's from the Alien Universe android. What does that even mean? I don't even know what that means. Oh, are you talking about the synthetics from the Alien movies? Fuck, what's his name? Why can't I think of his name? The guy that played Bilbo in the Lord of the Rings movies. He played one of them in either the first or second Alien movie. You talk about those? Okay. Yeah, Wayland Yutani. Yeah. Yeah, I think he was Bishop, I want to say. Was his name in the movies? So yeah, obviously that's another predator who's chasing down this other predator. Also IMAX, because that's huge and something that you want to spend time on right now, I guess. Wait. What did he... What? Okay, so I missed that a second time. You're hunting something. It can't be killed. Which is a bullshit lie. Anything can be killed. Doesn't matter if it's big as fuck. You drop a nuke on that motherfucker, he's dead. Like, yeah, I mean, I get that doesn't look bad. Humans are trying to terraform this planet since that's what they do. Wayland Company, gotcha. So the reason that I was confused is because in the most recent Predator movie, they say that not that this might happen, but that Earth will become so hot in a couple of generations that it will wipe out humanity. That is something that they say very explicitly in the most recent Predator movie. I think it's the most recent Predator movie. I don't think we've had any since the Predator. So I was at first when it showed just like the desolate wasteland, I'm like, oh, are they doing the fucking, you know, the world's become a fucking desert because global warming bullshit, like they talk about a bit, like they talked about in the other movie. Know a bit of alien lore. Not an expert though. That's fair. That's another series that I know almost nothing about. I know an amount, but it's mainly hearsay and just like other people talking about the movies, and I've learned via osmosis of other people talking about the movies. I've never seen Alien, I've never seen Aliens, I've never seen any of the Alien movies. Same as Predator, same as, well, like I was saying when we first saw the Predator trailer. I've only ever seen Alien vs. Predator. This is the only Alien and or Predator movie that I've ever seen in its entirety. One sitting is Alien vs. Predator. I enjoyed that movie, but I was also very young and stupid. I have no idea what I would think if I watched that movie today. But like I don't have as much to say about this just because I don't know that much about this particular franchise. But it doesn't look terrible. But there are some things in it that do, right? Like overall it doesn't look terrible. However, if it's just the appearance of the Predator, they can change that. Right? Like that's been shown to happen, right? Like the same thing happened with the Sonic movies, right? The first Sonic trailer dropped, everybody shat on the appearance of Sonic in it, and they changed it to make it better. They listened to the fans and they changed the appearance of Sonic in those movies, and those movies now make $1 bajillion every time they drop one. So there is time for them to fix the appearance of the Predator, and I think that they should. I think that's a fairly easy, yeah, you should do this, right? Um, but and it's also it's like entirely CG, right? That's not what I clicked. Thanks though. Yeah, there's nothing practical here at all. I don't think. Like, well, there might be some practical, but there's also a lot of CG there. Um, so they can fix that in the CGI dungeons, right? Like they can change that and make it not look crap. Um, and I hope that they do. Like I don't like that's the I try to stay at least a little bit hopeful for they like Marvel not so much. But but like I don't want things to be bad. I want things to be good. It's just so many things have been bad that it's hard to keep that up these days. Um but like outside of this, like it almost seems to be a movie that revolves around the Predator, like the Predator less of an antagonistic force and more as like the main character almost. Because like the overwhelming majority of this trailer is of him, this dude, not of what's her face. Oh God, what's her name? I know her. Elle Fanning. Yeah, yeah. I was like, she's a sister of another actress, and they've both been in a lot of things. Why can't Elle Fanning? Yeah, yeah. Um, don't really go to the movies anymore, but I'm looking forward to this. Honestly, I'll be watching when it gets to streaming. Yeah, like literally the last time I went and saw a movie in theaters was Godzilla -1, and it was the best movie watching experience I've had in a very, 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 very long time. I love that movie. I actually just lent my Blu-ray to somebody who hadn't seen it because I'm like, you need to watch something good. And she's like, the fucking Rebel Moon movies are so good. I just like watching the action. The action's so good. I'm like, the action's fucking retarded. What are you talking about? She fights 8 people with guns and they don't shoot a single bullet at her. What are you talking about? It's a good whatever. Anyway, so I'm like, you need to watch a good movie, ma'am. So I gave her my fucking Blu-ray of Godzilla -1. So yeah. Yeah, I didn't have a whole lot to say about the Predator movie just because I don't know that much about it. And I'm not too much into that like ecosystem. Like I spent a lot more time of my life watching superhero movies and consuming superhero media. Like grew up with the Batman animated, the Superman animated series, fucking Teen Titans, the Justice League animated series. All of those. Um so like I am much more invested in like superhero media than I am in like Predator, but that's just my own personal history. What else? That's a terrifying. Oh my god, this. We could do the 28 years later trailer. Watch this real quick. Fuck it, right? Watch the 28 years later movie trailer, obviously. So I have seen one of these movies. I think it was 28 weeks later. I saw way back in the way back. Oh shit! I did not mean to click off of that. I wanted to continue. I wanted to scroll back. Go away. That's more terrifying than anything else. No, okay. It's just fast zombies. What is happening? Video straight blogging to someone else. Your Steam member. Oh, fuck off. All right. Well, I gotta close this. Uh. Okay. Well, had to close that. Had to close that. YouTube was flagging it. Look, they are evolving a bit in this one after the year. Yeah, that's kind of what I was looking at, because like there is a couple of weird looking ones. Unfortunately, I can't pull it up because they were, yeah. I got slapped with a thing. So yeah, we had to close that. Like that's just another thing that I don't have a whole lot in. Like I know that they are like terrifyingly fast zombies. They're the sprinter zombies, not the fucking slow plodding ones like in Resident Evil. Um, I'm also assuming that they are the kind of zombies that don't need to eat, because obviously after 28 years, most of those zombies would have just withered away and, gone inactive at the very least, if not, died after not eating anything for, 3 decades. Um, but like there's a lot going on there that I just don't I don't quite get what exactly the so what I figure is in that trailer, the guy and the boy are going onto the mainland for supplies and resources, right? That's kind of what I'm expecting is happening there. Um I'm literally not doing that anymore. Shut up. I have fucking a Bulbapedia page on my fucking stream now. Shut up. I'm very curious. All right, I'm gonna actually pull this up. How fucked am I on? What do you mean no restrictions? That'll definitely change once I go offline. Um, that'll definitely change once I go offline. But anyway, I should probably pull that. Probably not be showing that on stream. Um, yeah, like that's Again, that's another thing where I'm not that big into the zombie movie thing. I think most of them are, and like you see it a couple of times in this too, where there's just it's super dark and then jump scare zombie, right? Like I think that that's like the problem with zombie movies over like they're basically just treated as we are something that can be this is a great uh avenue for jump scares. Jump scare after jump scare after jump scare, and it's like that's not scary. It's startling, yes. Congratulations. I have a fucking autonomic reflex whenever something pops up and makes a loud noise right in my face. Yes, congratulations. You did you're at the bottom of the barrel. Could we elevate even the slightest bit? Right? Um that's been the vast majority of my experience with zombie movies and zombie media in general. Is just they are a conveyor belt of jump scare. Um which is just frustrating. So I don't watch a whole lot of zombie movies. And like again, they showed that in this, right? They showed multiple jump scares in the trailer, which uh does not provide me with confidence about the movie. But if you are somebody who likes zombie movies and likes that stuff, then awesome. Um It's just not usually for me. Yeah. I think it was 28 weeks later is the one that I saw, but like I said, I saw it like 1,000 years ago. Actually, 1,000 years ago. Okay, because I need to do a thing. Opacity. I'm gonna have to bump the opacity up a bit. I might actually have to bump it up quite a bit. Try and make it so that they don't get popped by copyright on YouTube again. Yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on it. Kind of my thoughts on it. And I don't really want to do another trailer react because obviously YouTube is already yellow flagging me. I don't want them to actually fucking shut it down. Because if you, that's the thing is like, on Twitch, they don't give a fuck, right? You can watch whole ass TV shows on Twitch and you'll be fine. On YouTube, it's like, they will actually shut your stream off if they catch you fucking around with other people's copyright. So I don't want to risk that again. And yeah, it's like still throwing those flags for me. Still throwing the flags for me. Time to alert from bed. Actually, I think we might be just about done here. I'm kind of running out of ideas for things to do. Keith Brush edition, hell yeah. But tomorrow we will be doing people have reactions to trailers up. Is it just with live and video? Yeah, YouTube live streaming is far stricter on copyright than an actual video is. And even a lot of those videos, they will have like far more open. Like I was trying to let the copyright protector be as well, tomorrow will be Friday is my birthday. They will have like almost entirely opaque copyright protectors up to cover the video. And a lot of times they will have like the fucking words, please stop failing me. They'll like flip it or they'll crop the video so that you can't see the entire thing. Like they will have it far more edited than what I was doing here. They'll usually have, and like that's and they will have the audio, right? And I don't have the audio at all because even now my PC audio is muted. So it's very very finicky. There's a lot of editing that goes into those React channels to make sure that they don't get copyright. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for me today, guys. Thank you everybody for hanging out and watching. Tomorrow we're starting something new. And by something new, I mean I've had this game in my library since fucking December, and we're finally getting around to it. We are going to be starting God of War Ragnarok tomorrow. That will be going forward every Wednesday from here on until we finish it. I will be playing more God of War Ragnarok. So yeah, we're going to be starting that tomorrow. No stream on Thursday. On Friday, we'll be back. I don't know if I'm going to be playing the Loader Woder on Friday. We might do something else because it is my actual birthday. I might just do fucking whatever. I don't fucking know. Haven't really figured that out yet. But Saturday we will be doing Loader Woder for sure. So yeah, that's kind of the plan for this particular week. Thank you everybody for hanging out and watching. I appreciate y'all as always. And as always, I hope y'all enjoyed the stream. I hope y'all have a good evening. And I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye. Hey, thanks for watching. If you would like to help support the channel, you can do so by following, subscribing, joining the Discord, or maybe even checking out the Patreon or Throne links down below.